So we have all experienced hatred. We've said it, we felt it, we're very familiar with it. But many of you may not know what hatred and holding on to hatred can do to your body. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what it does to your body, and I'm going to recommend the emotion that you need to work on putting on as you replace this hatred. But keep in mind, don't judge yourself when you feel like you hate, because it is an emotion and you have a full spectrum of emotions. When it comes to negative emotion, the point is you don't want your negative emotions running your life. You don't want to live a life of reacting instead of responding. So when you feel hatred, that may be something you come by, you process through, you feel it all, and you release it, and you put on something more positive. So let's get into this hatred. Hatred shows itself in many ways, often based on a fear of those belonging to a different neighborhood, religion, culture, or nation. Hatred is sometimes passed down from generation to the next, and personal hatred comes from hurt, anger, and resentment. Deep love that has resulted in hurt or heartbreak can turn into hatred when people involved choose to reject the opportunity to communicate their mistakes and forgive what has happened in the past. Hatred is ugly and always causes pain and suffering. It makes people disconnected, fearful, anxious, aggressive, and capable of violence, hostility, and cruelty. People sometimes hold on to hatred because it gives them a false sense of power and belonging, allowing them to feel self-righteous and superior. Hate is disempowering, limiting, and creates stagnation. It closes people's hearts and blocks their souls from fully expressing and experiencing the power of love, forgiveness, intimacy, and kindness. Long-term hatred rots a person's body, making him or her bitter, hopeless, and helpless. On a physical level, hatred contributes to heart disease, respiratory problems, heartburn, hypertension, warts, and lung and liver problems. Now, in these videos, I don't go over the process of the actual healing. That is something that's done privately in my practice, but at least help you guys know which area that you should be focusing on to kind of combat and replace the hatred. So to bring back, you need to work on bringing back kindness and care and compassion. So we go through clearing all of that hatred as much as we can. Sometimes these exercises you do have to do a couple times until you feel lighter. And then we replace that with the kindness and joy. So that's a whole different exercise where you remove and replace, and then you just start feeling lighter. And this may take a while because, again, if you have hatred from childhood, somebody was really important to you, sometimes this stuff does take practice, and it does take a lot of intentional living and mindfulness. And so hopefully this helps you, and you can start thinking about how your body feels. Do you feel anything in your liver and your lungs? Do you have heart issues? Maybe it's due to hatred. And the type of people who would benefit from this type of healing are people who understand that they are able to heal, and people who don't like that they hate, but they really just don't know how to get that out of them and move that energy around.